Welcome to Big Idea Hardly, where you can learn something new in just a few minutes. Today we study together Kyle Edward Williams' Taming the Octopus, the long battle for the soul of the corporation, in which we probe into the evolving struggle between corporate power and social responsibility and how this battle shapes modern democracy. Kyle Edward Williams, a historian of the modern United States. Don't go away. Hurdley, the editor, will be right back with the story. In today's complex world, the relationship between corporations and society has never been more crucial. This book delves into the intricate dance between corporate power and social responsibility, revealing how these two forces continually reshape modern democracy. The tension between these forces isn't just about profits and ethics. It's a broader conflict that determines the future of governance, the economy, and societal values. To understand this tension, we must first consider the historical context. Corporations, as we know them today, didn't always have the immense power they wield. The story of Standard Oil, a titan of industry in the late 19th and early 20th centuries, illustrates how corporate influence began to seep into every corner of American life. The company, often symbolized as an octopus with tentacles wrapped around vital industries and government institutions, became a representation of unchecked corporate power. As described in the book, a corporation has no natural existence and therefore has no natural or inalienable rights such as natural persons have. This quote underscores the artificial nature of corporations, which, unlike individuals, are creations of the state and thus should be subject to public control. However, the battle between corporate power and societal interests didn't end with Standard Oil. One of the book's compelling stories is about Theodore Roosevelt, often remembered as a trustbuster, who faced the challenge of reigning in these powerful entities. Roosevelt's approach was not to destroy corporations, but to steer them towards serving the public good. He believed in enrolling big businesses into a progressive partnership with the government, where corporations would be held accountable not just to their shareholders, but to the broader society. Roosevelt's struggle exemplifies the ongoing challenge of balancing corporate power with the need for social responsibility. One particularly illustrative story involves the Kansas Oil War, a direct confrontation between the federal government and Standard Oil over its monopolistic practices. This battle wasn't just a legal fight, it was a clash of ideologies. The Kansas Oil War highlighted the extent to which corporations like Standard Oil were willing to go to maintain their dominance, often at the expense of public welfare. The government's response, led by progressive forces, was a precursor to modern regulatory frameworks designed to curb corporate excesses. Fast forward to the mid-20th century, and the dynamics of corporate power had shifted, but the underlying tension remained. This book recounts the story of Ferdinand Pecora, a relatively unknown figure who played a pivotal role during the Great Depression. Pecora's investigation into Wall Street practices exposed the deep-seated corruption within the financial sector, leading to widespread public outrage. His work culminated in the Pecora hearings, which laid bare the extent to which financial institutions had manipulated markets and exploited the public. Pecora's legacy is a testament to the importance of holding corporations accountable, not just for their financial performance, but for their ethical conduct as well. His story is a powerful reminder that corporate power, if left unchecked, can lead to societal collapse. Another poignant story that illustrates the evolving struggle between corporate power and social responsibility is the rise of Silicon Valley in the late 20th and early 21st centuries. The book provides a detailed account of how tech giants, initially celebrated for their innovation and disruption, gradually became embroiled in controversies over data privacy, labor practices, and their influence on democratic processes. The example of a major tech company facing backlash for its role in the 2016 U.S. elections serves as a modern-day parallel to the earlier struggles between corporations and society. The public's growing concern over the power of these companies led to calls for greater regulation and accountability, echoing the sentiments of past eras. These stories highlight a critical theme: the continuous struggle to ensure that corporations act in the best interests of society. The book makes it clear that this is not just a historical issue, but a pressing contemporary challenge. As we navigate the complexities of modern capitalism, the question of corporate social responsibility remains at the forefront. The tension between profit and public good is not easily resolved, and the stakes are higher than ever. As the editor of Hardly, by understanding these dynamics, we can envision a future where corporations are not just economic engines, but also stewards of social progress, balancing power with responsibility in a way that benefits all of society. The struggle between corporate power and social responsibility is not just a theoretical debate. It's a dynamic force shaping our world. This book shows that as corporations grow in influence, the question of who holds them accountable becomes more pressing. The tension between profit motives and societal good is an ongoing battle, and understanding this is key to navigating our future. One story that encapsulates this struggle involves the 1930s labor movement and the pivotal role of General Electric. Under the leadership of Gerard Swope, GE pioneered welfare capitalism, introducing profit sharing, pensions, and educational benefits for its workers. This was not purely altruistic. Swope aimed to create a more stable, productive workforce and to stave off labor unrest. However, this initiative also demonstrated that corporations could take proactive steps towards social responsibility while still pursuing their business goals. Swope's approach was revolutionary at the time and set a precedent for how modern corporations might balance their responsibilities to both shareholders and society. His efforts illustrated that even within a profit-driven framework, there is room for policies that benefit the broader community. In conclusion, the ongoing conflict between corporate power and social responsibility is crucial in determining the future of democracy and the economy. By learning from past and present struggles, we can better understand how to shape a world where corporate power is harnessed for the greater good, balancing profit with the pressing needs of society.